We're back. You know why I'm here. I know why you're here. Ironically enough, late last night we posted a video talking about the Nico Iamaleava situation. Him and Tennessee are bumping heads. It was looking like potentially he may be leaving Tennessee. And well, what do you know? You wake up early this morning. I believe the news hit at like 8:30 a.m. Central Time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, that Mr. Nico is officially entering the portal, and he is parting ways with the Tennessee Volunteers. There's a lot we got to talk about. We're not doing no intro, none of that. I don't got time to waste. You don't got time to waste either. Everybody and their mama is tagging me in this, sending it to me on Twitter, and thank you, by the way, because whenever you guys tag me in the news, it helps out the channel tremendously. Let me give you a very brief recap of everything that has unfolded, because this all happened so fast. So on Thursday afternoon, there were some reports being leaked out that Nico in Tennessee, they're arguing about some NIL money. He wants $4 million per year. Tennessee's only going to give him $2.5 million. Then Friday, it is confirmed that Nico did not show up to practice. And that's when, like I told you last night, I was like, wait a minute. This isn't some Randeezy on Twitter tweeting out a rumor. There's some validity to this. Nico and Tennessee, they have some major issues and problems going on. And that's pretty much it. I told you it's going to be a brief recap. Long story short, all you need to know is Nico, his dad, family, they want $4 million. Tennessee, they don't want to give it to him. So he said, okay, if you don't want to give us the money we want, I'm not practicing. In other terms, this was the first ever college football player holdout. That is what led us up until this point. As you can see right here, I believe Pete Thamel was the first one to break this news at 8:40 a.m. Central Time. Sources: Tennessee is moving on from starting quarterback Nico Iamaleava. Tennessee coach Josh Heupel, a.k.a. Bobby Hill, informed the team of the decision at a team meeting this morning. Iamaleava missed meetings and practice on Friday, which was the driver of this decision. Continuing along, Tennessee hosts its annual spring game today, which makes all this even 10 times more interesting. Iamaleava will not be present, of course, because he's no longer going to be with the team. I don't know why he tweeted that out. There's been a little communication between the sides since he missed practice. He's expected to enter the portal when it opens next week, and I believe that's an incorrect statement because he's already entered the portal. I'm trying to find it. I had it saved somewhere. Oh, here it is. Breaking. This was 2 hours ago as well. Tennessee quarterback Nico Iamaleava plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. There it is. It's official. Chris Lowe tweeted out, who is a reputable source for ESPN, Iamaleava notified Tennessee offensive coordinator Joey Hazel, hope I'm saying that correctly, late Friday night he had completed his paperwork and was entering the portal next week, sources told ESPN. This after Josh Heupel and multiple staffers had tried to reach Iamaleava and/or his reps to no avail for a day and a half. This is the one I more so believe. So going back to the Pete Thamel one, he's stating and trying to, I don't know if he tried to make it sound this way, but just going off of what I see, it looks like he's saying that Josh Heupel in Tennessee is the one who moved on from Nico Iamaleava. However, this other report saying, no. Nico is the one and his reps team, whatever you want to call it, they're the ones who ghosted Josh Heupel in Tennessee. They said, yep, you're not going to give us $4 million. That's cool. We're going to enter the portal. I said it in last night's video. I'll say it again. Nobody, in my humble opinion, had a more disappointing season last year in college football than Nico Iamaleava. Let me remind you, this is one of the top quarterbacks in the country coming out of high school. This is a 5-star recruit, and Tennessee was already paying him $2 million doubloons per season. What I saw last year was not even close to worth $2 million doubloons, maybe $200K max. We're talking about the same guy with the game on the line, didn't even get a throw up against Arkansas. Not even that, he just ran out of bounds. What are you doing? But, and I have an astronomically big but. With that being said, and I say that to get into my next point, despite what some of y'all may think, Josh Heupel and his staff wanted to keep him bad, and I mean bad. If you're a Tennessee fan, you can try to make yourself feel better about it. I get it. It's a coping mechanism, but Heupel, he wanted this young man to stay. There's a reason Heupel was reaching out to him and his team and trying to get something worked out. It just didn't happen. With that being said, I know some of you may be sitting there saying this, and it's a great rebuttal. Well, Matt, if you're sitting up here telling me he had a disappointing season last year and you don't even think he's that good of a quarterback in the SEC, why do you think Josh Heupel in Tennessee would want to pursue him and keep him? That's a great question, my friend. I have an even better answer. You're seeing this a lot in college football. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Just because I don't think Nico had that good of a season last year, it doesn't mean I think you can find better. Let me remind some of y'all. As to where it stands, or stood a couple days ago, Who's your best option at quarterback for Tennessee? Nico. He was the starter. I'm going to keep it a Fortnite V-Buck with y'all. I don't even know what their depth chart looks like. Don't care. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. The spring game, I don't know when it starts. Sometime today. I'll be looking at all that and see how these backup quarterbacks are performing. But here's what I do know. Nico was the starter for a reason. He was their best option. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We can sit up here all day, Tennessee fans. I'm in the same boat as you. And say, oh, yeah, well, it ain't too big of a deal that he's leaving, but whenever you lose your starting quarterback, it's not a good thing, and we'll leave it at that. Let's talk about this, though. Any and every situation I talk about, I try to put myself in everybody's shoes. If I'm a Tennessee fan, how am I currently feeling? This may catch some of y'all by surprise. I'm not worried. Not even to the slightest. It goes back to this. I know I sound like a broken record player. He wasn't that good last year. He wasn't. I don't need to pull up his stats, but I'm going to do it because I'm curious. I believe without even looking. Didn't he have 19 touchdown passes? And I'm pretty sure 11 of those were against non-SEC teams. Or maybe it was 10 or something like that. Hold on, yeah, here it is. 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Like I said, pretty sure 10 or 11 of those came against non-SEC teams. And then he had 4 against Vanderbilt. Against Georgia, 0. Against Bama, how many touchdowns did he have? 1. Arkansas, 0. Florida, 0. Oklahoma, 1. This guy really didn't do anything. Don't get brainwashed just because Tennessee made the playoffs and think, oh, yeah, Nico was pretty. He wasn't that good. Anybody could have done what he did last year. People get this so misconstrued. When you think of Josh Heupel, Tennessee, and Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss, you think of, oh, yeah, these high-scoring well, they are high-scoring, but you think of pass, air raid offenses. No! For those of you that actually know the game, you know this. And Josh Heupel has even said this. They are a running team. Let me say that again. Tennessee is a run-first team, and so is Lane Kiffin. Heupel and Kiffin take the same approach. They want to run the ball way more than they pass it. The run game opens up the pass game. Do they love to pass the ball? Yes, they do. But they much rather run it. I'm telling you. It's not even like that's my opinion. It's a fact. Where am I trying to go with this? Anybody can play quarterback in that Josh Heupel system. All you got to do is hand the ball off 40 times per game and hit a couple of slant routes, couple of curl routes, and you're going to have like maybe 6 to 7, 8 opportunities for a deep ball. If you hit it, great. If you don't hit it, whatever. We're fine. We'll just run it on the next play. That's all they do. Tennessee runs a gimmicky offense. Do I think it's great? Not really, but it's okay. Run. Read pass option, pull it, hit the slant. If not, hand it off. Run. Curl route. Run. Deep post. That's all their offense is. Let me make this clear. It's hard to stop, but it's not hard to understand what they're doing. And last year for Tennessee, Nico was not that good of a deep ball passer. Since they won the game, people don't talk about it because when you win, everybody overlooks everything. But against Alabama, just off the top of my head, I know he missed 5 deep balls. I will give him credit on the short passes, intermediate, the slant routes. He was really good. But outside of that, he didn't wow me. He didn't amaze me. Tennessee's going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They're big chilling. If you're a fan, don't even worry about this. Don't even think about it. Not a big deal. He wasn't good enough to take you to the promised land, maybe take you to a playoff, but like you saw against Little Bro State, you're going to get exposed. We talked a little bit about Tennessee, and I'm sure this won't be the last time we talk about them moving forward. Let's talk about Iamaleava. What's next for him? I saw some other report somewhere. I'm trying to find it. I thought I bookmarked it on Twitter. I guess I didn't. And you're just going to take my word for it. I saw somebody or some source tweet out that apparently he's already talking to USC, Notre Dame, and some other school. The USC one makes total sense. He's from the West Coast. Yada, yada, yada. You get the point. He seems like a Lincoln Riley-style quarterback. The Notre Dame one doesn't make any sense to me. Because Notre Dame, yeah, they got some doubloons in the NIL department. But they're not going to be dishing out $3 to $4 million for Nico. At least I don't think so. USC, I could get it. They got the money on. They don't care. They're cool and content with going 8-4, 7-5, 9-3. Notre Dame's not. I just don't get that. I know Nico's going to catch a lot of backlash for this, but it's more so of, I've said it 1,000 times. I have to continue to reiterate it. Hate the game, not the player. When I say game in this analogy, I'm talking about NIL. Hate NIL, don't hate Nico. He's just playing the game. I'm never in this life going to fault another man out here or anybody in general for pursuing a better opportunity. Right now he's making $2 million. If he thinks he can get $4 million somewhere else, all power to him. Best of luck. Put yourself in Nico's shoes. If you thought you could get $4 million instead of $2 million, I'm not saying all of you, but I'm sure some of you would try to go after that. For me personally, I don't know exactly what I'd do because I'm not in the situation. I just have to give you my best educated guess on how I would feel. If I already knew I'm a starting quarterback in the SEC, I'm getting $2 million guaranteed, that is extremely hard to walk away from. Think about it. You're going to go to the NFL in a couple years if you have another good season, or 2 good seasons at that, and make even more money. There is a big difference from $2 million and $4 million. However, wherever he goes next, number one, you're not guaranteed that they're going to give you $4 million, and you're also not guaranteed that you're going to be a starting quarterback and be in a better situation. Let's say, for say this video, he goes to USC, and USC has a terrible offensive line and he gets beat to death. That's going to hurt his draft stock. There's a lot to this. I'll give you a good example. Look at Mac Jones. He was a great quarterback at Alabama for that one season, but what helped him being great? He had first-round wide receivers all around him, best offensive line, best running back in the nation. That 2020 Alabama team was unreal. And that's why great players till this day go to Alabama. For example, you'll see a 3-star recruit commit to Bama, and what does everybody on social media say? Well, why is a 3-star going to Alabama or Georgia? They're not going to play there. They're going to have to fight for playing time, whereas if they would have went to, I don't know, if they would have went to Vanderbilt or if they would have went to Ole Miss or Auburn, they'd play right away. You're missing the point. Great players, and if you were a great player and college, high school, wherever, you know this, want to play with other great players. Why? Because it makes your job that much easier. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Mac Jones would have had that stellar season if he would have been on Tennessee's team in 2020? I don't think so. For me, there'd be much more to this decision than money, but it looks like for Nico, this is just a money situation. All power to him. Wish him best of luck. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. But